That's where we are, the beautiful Hilton Hotel, Olympic Casino, Tallinn, Estonia. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what, George?
Is the final 16 of the PLO 1K. 4 and 5 cards in play. Lots of strong players as we get some fresh faces for the feature table stream now. John Kite from Norway with a commanding chip lead. And a couple of familiar faces that we saw from the Deuce to 7.
Yeah, so a lot of familiar faces as Oli Coco opens with a fold. And now this is another man from Japan, Okada. I think he has his friend Tanaki yesterday on the final table. And this, the chip leader,
Yusuke Kanaka, I believe, both making it over all the way from Japan, where there is a certainly growing and emerging poker community, seeing a lot more Japanese flags in the games I'm playing online, for example, and some really strong players coming from Japan as well. So it's good to see that poker is becoming even more multinational, if that was possible.
Yeah, and no one wants to compete with Jon Kute for the first hand, or it's Gronvik staying in. They thought he already folded, but
I've seen him in Bratislava a couple of times.
Absolutely.
In the mix.
It's the last standing Swede in this event, I think, and he's playing a lot of mixed games. I know he was in Vegas playing a few of the mixed games on the World Series last year. So, yeah, he likes these games. Plays a lot of Sweden as well, I know. But now he's up against Jon Kute, and he has the bluff ace, Mr. Gronvik.
Kute is going to put him in, and Gronvik in a annoying.
Doesn't help with the bluff ace when you only have 95k, right?
Exactly, the blocker. What can you do when you just get shoved into and not much left behind? Just got the low end of the gut shot and no pair on the board. I think we're going to see him find a fold here.
Yeah.
No backdoor flush draw either. You need to play 2 cards in this game, so even if it comes heart, no good for him. Oh, looks interested.
Maybe you should take those glasses,
put
them on,
them
and
back
see that
on.
there's no heart. There's no deuce of hearts. It's a diamond.
Oh, no. Yeah, he can get himself into a lot of trouble here with the call. He could be up against hands like aces, kings would take this line. Always hands like flush draws, straight draws like Kite has. Kite is very comfortable. You can see him laughing in the background saying, whatever you got to do, buddy, just do it. I've got equity.
You would hardly make a dent in my stack if you win. So come on, let's dance.
Let's dance. Let's take this one to the streets, shall we? And I think we're going to see
more like a fold from Mikael Grönvik. Or
some banter between the Scandinavian players and a bit of TV time for Grönvik, who's not been on the feature table so far, so making sure that his friends and family back home get to see as much of him as possible with that short stack.
Building the brand, right?
Exactly.
Although he has no commercial to show.
Show it.
Shows the bluff ace.
Yeah, as if to say, didn't have a chance to do anything.
Yeah. And here we have him, Jon Kute, well-known figure on the tour. But this table has a lot of big names. You can see Juha Helppi in the middle there, 234k.
Absolutely, Coco, we remember.
Most experienced Finns.
And Leito as well, we have just been told, won the Kings of Tallinn main event very recently. Yeah,
this summer showdown, Kings of Tallinn, just this summer took down the main event for a big score.
Yeah.
So, yeah. As Oli Coco has climbed in to put up the little tent.
You shall not pass. Looks like Gandalf there.
Yeah, looking scary. As Kite stays active, of course.
This is what you see from John. He's someone that plays extremely loose aggressive, and when he's got a stack in his arsenal as he does right now, he's an extremely formidable opponent. Plays all sorts of games, cash games, tournaments.
Make an all-in for Mr. Koistinen, I would assume.
He's doing really well versus the chip leader open here. When you get short in PLO, you want to favor high cards because, you know, the stack off threshold goes down and you just want to hit some top pair and hold it, essentially. So he's going to dominate a lot of John Kite's opens. John's going to have all sorts of hands like he does. Double suited ace-X. He's going to have Also some middling connectivity that we dominate, so I think we're going to see him go for it here.
Yeah, I should remind you, we are in the money. There are 16 players left, so not much to wait for Koistinen.
He's going to be taking his time, maybe hoping for a bust out or two for a pay jump on the other table.
Yeah.
I think he knows exactly how many chips are in his stack, so just posturing a little bit, trying to run down the clock. Someone's calling the clock on him.
After the 10 new blind level, small blind 5,000, big blind 10,000, big blind 10,000, 5, 10, 10, please.
Now it, new blinds next hand. But now first we are still waiting for Koistinen to stick that 63k in the middle. Takes his time. I don't think there's an immediate pay jump right now, so I'm not sure what he's waiting for, but yeah. We were talking about TV time earlier. Now he decides that it's time.
Absolutely, and the correct decision, I believe.
So most likely gonna see at least Untitled calling him, but we'll wait to see if someone else in between them wants to get in the mix. Oli Coco stays out, so we're heads up.
And we are off to the races here. Kite with the lowish double-suited connected hand, and Koistinen with the high cards, looking to fade some scary wheel opportunities for young Kite. There's a 3, so lots of backdoors for John. He's got 2 backdoor flush draws and some backdoor straight draw opportunities. There's a 9 of diamonds, so a pesky 9 of diamonds now. Kite looking for a diamond, a deuce, an 8.
Oh, look at this one.
Whoa! Unfortunate
runner. Was runner flush, right?
Flush,
for
exactly.
Untitled. That's how easy his life is right now, as he's up to almost 1 million in chips. And Koistinen is the next victim for Untitled.
Yeah.
15 players left now then.
Running through the field like water.
Yeah.
Mr. Kite we saw on the outer table before we did come to the final 2-table redraw. Just busting out almost every player he could get his hands on, and 966k could be the first player to break the elusive 1 million chip mark.
Yep, and Jon was a guest here in the commentator booth a couple of days ago and spoke to him yesterday about if he's not on the final table of this PLO, maybe he wants to come join us, as he likes the mixed games and the PLO, but it seems like we have to do this on our own today, without Jon at least.
Certainly, I don't think we're going to be seeing him. He's got some business to work towards here, clinching that WSOP circuit ring. I don't believe he's won a ring before, so I think that would be something for his mantelpiece. A well-accomplished player, winner of the Norwegian Poker Championships at the start of his blossoming career, and the winner of multiple PokerStars Spades as well.
Yeah.
So.
One just recently, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I saw some trophy on his socials.
That's right, the Hyper
a month
Turbo.
ago or so, yeah.
Taking down the Belgian, Kenny Hellert in the heads up. And Gronvik with a huge hand here. I don't think that is Coco. Oh no, it's Coco is the other player, so very similar names. I was getting mixed
Kurko
up.
and Coco. Yeah, this
Kurko
is Kimmo
Coco.
Kurko, another one of those famous Finnish player. I think we had him on the table the other day that we just said that he's 4th on the all-time money list for Finland, and I think Juha Helppi places 2nd in that one. So 2 of the really big names as live scores come. And now we have Gronvik and Kurko all in and call.
Kurko has a gut shot, so he needs to see an ace for a chop or a 5 or a backdoor hearts for the win. And Gronvik has the opposite conundrum. He just needs to fade those cards and get himself the elimination. That's an ace, so that's going to be a chop pot so far. Not a great card for Gronvik, but they are going to chop the pot. Ace Queen taking it down for both players.
Bit of a bad luck actually for Gronvik of Sweden here now then.
Had the equity advantage there, couldn't see it out. Kurko, a strong player, remains in the tournament, so not ideal news for the rest of the players or Gronvik.
discussing who gets the odd 1K chip. Could be the guy in the worst position of these two then. With Kimmo Kirkko, not sure he got the right amount here.
It's 1/10 of a big blind though, so I don't think it should be so much of a consideration, but...
One more, yes.
Yeah.
It says. And Gronvik slips in 1 more K.
So, 5, 10 and a 10 big blind ante in play. Average stack of just over 30 big blinds, so expecting a lot of play. 14 left. Going to be navigating our way now to the final table and beyond.
Absolutely, yes. Chip leader Jon Kyte sips some coffee. He's in for a long night.
He certainly is. If he
Building
can
the
play his cards
caffeine
right.
already.
My friend asked me if it was the Finnish championship. Because when he looked at the stacks, everyone was from the Finnish.
Jon Kyte with some trademark dry humour there. That's what we know him for. With a deadpan face. He could be one of those stand-up comics.
I think it's working perfectly with Juha Helppi there. Can even see him smile.
Yeah, well, that's a rarity.
As Kai Lehto, that we just talked about, the winner of the Summer Showdown event, main event this summer, folds, get out of the way. And Juha Helppi, I don't think we've seen him play the hand yet on this feature table. And Gronvik now then, as Kirkko has raised again, will they get it all in again? Or will Gronvik makes the fold with the jacks? Yeah, not a great holding jack, 5-2. Gets out of the way. And back to Kyte, who will call with anything here, I'll guess, just to see, of course, that Kirkko is very committed, but Kyte is happy to flip it. No, has a really bad hand then, I would assume. You don't get to see the hand, but fold from Jon Kyte in the big blind. So means that Kirkko picks down the blinds and antes, and that's almost a double up on his short stack. Still on 4 cards. This event is played both 4 and 5 cards.
Juha Helppi, Ace Queen Jack 9, usually quite a strong hand. Unfortunately, he does have a quad suit variant.
Yeah,
He's going to pot.
quite surprised to see him open with this one under the gun, right?
Yeah, he's going for a very aggressive play here, utilizing all of the high cards and the ace blocker. And Gronvik, we saw him just call with the ace queen queen double suited. Now he's going to just call also with the single suited kings, facing an under the gun pot. I'd be quite scared with the single suited kings here, but he's going to take a flop in position. Kokko doesn't want to be getting involved here with the rainbow king 6-5-4-3, despite the connectivity. Going to be going to a low stack to pot ratio and going to get bullied out often. And Leto with a really nice hand, double suited king jack 9-9, certainly wants to be entering the pot.
Yeah, nice for him to put in another 25k.
Yeah.
Go to the flop with this hand.
Try and flop some kind of draw. Hopefully, best case scenario, the 9. We know that there's only one of those remaining, but looks to have all of those black cards nice and live, with Helppi having 4 red cards and Gronvik 3. So looking to flop a piece, and ooh,
Flop is
yeah,
red
that's
though,
a
but
disaster
neither
for
player-
everyone apart from Helppi. Helppi with 2 guys of around about half pot and less, just going to be shoving it in here with his top pair.
Yeah, you can almost hear the sigh from Gronvik as
Yeah.
the ace comes on the board.
That's exactly
Always
like
an ace when you hold those kings, right?
Yeah, the ace magnets.
Looking
the only-
another time. Did I have? No.
I mean, the only
It was
upside is that
kings.
he does get to save the rest of his stack.
Yeah.
And the snap fold from both players and Helppi taking it down. He'll be very happy to just take that down there with his vulnerable top pair.
Yeah. Throwing the bluff, Queen Jack.
Just staring his opponents down around the table as if to say, I'm in town, you know.
Oh, look,
Here we go. I'm watching you. Come on, Paddy. I'll be amassing the chips over here. You do your work eliminating everyone else, and I'm going to have a pop at you in the heads up. Love the table presence, the formidable, more old school these days kind of intimidation tactics being put to work there.
Nice to see some banter going on. And this, though, one of the more quiet guys around the field, Kimmo Kurko. 79k, so right now we don't see the hand, but he seems interested and opens.
You raise 35.
Well then, Gronvik. Not the strongest of hands, but it seems eager to play pots. Suited ace, but ace jack 4-3. Well, gonna be the hand he goes with. 68k. 7 bigs. Yeah. Decides to stick it in. All in from Mikael Gronvik, 68k. Oli Coco looks interested. No, let's go. Of course, Kirk was going to call when it comes around to him, but we'll see what the chip leader has to say with a double pair. 10 8s. 10s and 8s on the button. And he knows, of course, that it's not going to cost him too much because the other players has 68 and around 80k respectively. So
the opportunity to eliminate 2 players here with a hand that performs extremely well multi-way. I think we'll see John Kite coming into the pot in some way, shape or form.
Everything else would surprise me, but seems like he's letting go.
Oh.
Of course, he has Lehto behind him, but still. Well.
Yeah, Lehto's so short, though. I mean, he's got a double-suited, double-paired hand. I guess he's worried about Helpy in the big line there, potentially. But, yeah, kind of a tight play there from John. Wasn't expecting to see that. And Kurko versus Gronvik now. And Kurko's got the better hand.
Yeah.
Got him dominated there.
Absolutely. Gronvik has to hope for diamonds or help in any other way. It's Kurko who has slightly the more chips, but this means that Gronvik gets ahead with the ace 3.
Top and bottom, that's going to be a dream flop for him, really.
Yeah.
Looking for a diamond to deny some of the outs. And the 9, so it's going to be a 9, a 7, a king, a jack, or a 5, I believe. And that's the 5.
Oh, there we have it. Kurko bites back on the river and eliminates Mikael Gronvik, the last standing Swede in this event. And 15th place for him. Confirmed that he was covered, and we wish him good luck. I know he will be playing plenty of more events. Maybe he's already stepping over to get in the Sweden mix if it's not too late.
I think he's making exactly a beeline for the cash desk there, picking up the cash and depositing it straight into the Sweden action, I imagine.
Yeah, not a
and they're kind of unorthodox play.
Of a guess.
Unorthodox play. He had 2 really strong hands, just flatted, and then decides to go with quite a thin holding versus an under the gun short stack open. So unorthodox.
Yeah, you can see it helped Kurko to get up to 17 bigs now, but way up in front. Jon Kyte almost edging towards that million of chips.